This is Ravn from 1349, and you're listening to fairshop.com podcast, and keep it real.
Fairshop.com Metal Podcast. Alright, everybody, thanks for joining in on the Fairshop.com Metal Podcast. We're going to make this one short and sweet. We're going to get right down to it. I was lucky enough to get to interview Ravn, the founder and lead singer from the black metal band 1349. Obviously, if you haven't checked them out, you really should, or I wouldn't have been interviewing Ravn here. They're just a very, very sweet band that you really need to be checking out. So let's just get right into it. We're going to get right into the interview, and then afterwards we're going to play one track from each of their 5 albums. So, let me know how you think everything goes, but here we go. The Fearshop.com podcast is brought to you by Fearshop.com, the store where horror meets metal, your online home for all of your favorite licensed horror movie shirts and all of your favorite licensed metal band concert tees. So for the best selections of hundreds of bands and thousands of shirts with everything always in stock and ready to ship, visit www.fearshop.com. To start off, can you give us a little background on your band for anybody not up to speed on what you're doing?
Well, 1349 is a black metal band formed in 1997, and it was formed by myself, and I brought along my bass player Sideman, and we had a guitar player called Shelve at the time. We were playing in a different band that broke up, and I brought the two along in order to start this new project, and I named it 1349. The reason for starting a black metal band at this time was to be a counter-reaction, so to speak, to the other black metal band at the time, which were heading in a direction that I didn't like, and I didn't feel it had anything to do with black metal the way that I thought it should be, and the way that I liked the black metal the first time I heard it. Like bands like Burzum and stuff, people were going away from that core, and they were making pompous music with lots of synthesizers and stuff, and they were got a more commercialized, soft and heavy metal approach towards the music. And instead of complaining about this, and I formed my own band and went my own direction with the band, and luckily I found some very talented people to follow me on this path, and since that this has been our only goal to make black metal the way that we want black metal to be, and keep the heritage of what once were alive, and remind people that black metal is an art form with no limitations. It's just about the feeling in the music, and a lot of people don't know that, and that's also what varies from other types of music. It's
it's definitely distinct.
Mostly based on feeling, and that's basically the short version of 1349. We've been going strong, and released our first album recorded in 2001, released it early 2003 after some negotiations, and spent the next 3 years releasing albums. First album was Liberation, come in 2003. Beyond the Apocalypse came in 2004, and then Hellfire came in 2005. Then we made a huge effort in touring. We toured a lot in both Europe and really started touring in the US. And that's basically been our main goal ever since, to make a stand on the U.S. market, because we felt that that was something that needed to be done. So in 2009 we released our fourth album called Revelations of the Black Flame, and not a full year after we released our fifth album, Demo Noir, which we are now going to tour on in the US, and this is our best effort so far.
I concur. I definitely agree with that. I think that's an unreal album. I really think that this latest was top easily. But I can't say thank you enough for what you did for black metal. I mean, you nailed it. It's, you filled a void that was like much needed in black metal, and I seriously applaud you for that. No problem. At we have fearshop.com too as the store. We sell the shirts, and I would like to say you guys are one of our best sellers on there, although the shirts are kind of hard to get sometimes. But it's what all the true black metal fans really needed was just going back to the roots, and that's exactly what you did. And it's a real pleasure.
Well, one thing is to go back to the roots, and a lot of people kind of mix things up. I think a lot of bands they say they want to play like a true black metal, and they want it to be like it originally was, but they forget that it's a huge difference between copying another band and being inspired by another band or several bands. So that's why you have like a lot of bands just trying to sound like Darkthrone or Burzum or whatever. It's and it just gets ridiculous, and it really hurts the core of the scene, so to speak. For people that are not into it or don't have any knowledge or interest in it, they can't see past what is real and what is just hoax or poor attempts to try and copy something that was once great,
Yeah, it's a lot of bands that they're calling black metal are not black metal, and it kind of hurts the genre a lot. I'm sure you feel the same way about that, because a lot of people like blacklist the genre because they're like, oh, I didn't like this band, so I don't like black metal, and then like, no, that's not black metal, And
black metal is a very wide genre, and that's why we feel so comforting. We feel a lot of comfort playing black metal, because we know we are very self-confident about what we want with our music and how we want to express our art form, and that's why we don't. Of course, we always look back on what we have done and what others have done, and to take inspiration and to take the knowledge that is already there and utilize it and make something of our own out of it. That's something I think every artist should do in order to expand both as a musician and as a human being. You need to progress, Yep. If not, it's a very simple example. If you're going to read the same book as people did 5,000 years ago and live by it, then you will not progress as a human being. Society around you will progress, but you will stall. And you see very easily what's happening in the world today. Yeah. And the best thing about it is that it's not getting any better. It's just getting worse and worse. So people are getting more and more. They're going backwards in a way, and
I can't agree more.
So it's a paradox. I don't know if I'm gonna find it amusing or terrifying, but.